Is there any concern? Jake is the best pass rusher on the team, that he's not going to get that many opportunities.
Well, and I see what you're saying, but I think it depends what you do with it. You know, you get in your sub packages, and we get in our maze front, which is a three-man substitution kind of deal for nickel defense. Then you can do a lot of things with him.
Do you feel like offensive line is still your major concern going into this spring practice?
Major concern. You know what, Angelique, I don't know. Yeah, is it a concern? I think every position's a concern. I mean, that's just the way you are as a coach. But, you know, I think the guys, you know, we're going to miss Magnuson, obviously. You know, Logan for a while. I'm not sure exactly when he'll be. You know, they're talking maybe the last 2 weeks, which would be great, which means he's going to get some things from a footwork standpoint and all that he'll be able to do. I think the competition that's there, I think, is really healthy for us. I think David Dawson, I think Blake Bars, I think the guys who are in that 2-year class, 3-year class, I think there's a lot of competition for them. Is it a concern? Yeah, it's going to be a concern, but we'll just keep working every day.
Do you have a rough group you're going with as the ones, or is that really in flux at this point?
Right now it'd be you know, Glasgow and Bosch and Kalis, David Dawson and Braden.
Braden on the left?
He'll be on the right.
On the right, and Dawson's on the left?
Yes.
With Logan out for a while, is it just Dawson and Braden that are at the tackles right now?
No, Graham Glasgow kicks out. You know, he's a guy who wears a lot of hats and is pretty good at it. You know, with Mags being out, obviously that, you know, hurts us a little bit. I think the good thing about it is he'll be stronger when he comes back. And the other good thing, he played a lot of snaps.
Are you feeling comfortable with your running backs? I mean, you made a one position change, but you got Green and Smith coming into this spring.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great spring from him. And really, you know, Drake Johnson and his recovery has been really, really good. And he's doing quite a bit. You know, now we'll keep him out of contact, but we'll keep him in different drills where there's no contact. But, you know, having, you know, Derek and Devion, you know, Justice Hayes ended the year pretty daggone good. So I think I feel more comfortable about the depth we have there.
With Jake going out, Jake Butt out, are you going to use Devin more inside, or do you still want to just use him on the outside?
More on the outside. You know, he may play some H at times, but, you know, the plan is right now is to get him schooled up so he can be, you know, a guy on the outside who's a threat every time. You know, to be honest with you, Michael, moving Heitzman over, you know, and you got Khalid Hill, you got AJ. Those are real on-the-line guys. I think that really helps us.
With so many changes this year going to the spring, is this something that you saw because you saw a mass of things, or each one came individually because of the disappointment of last year? Did you make all of these changes like with a plan in mind going into the off season that you're going to have?
Well, I don't know if you know, during the season you try not to you evaluate, but you try and focus on the task at hand, you know, and that's the next game. After the bowl, before the bowl game, there were some thoughts I had and some things I wanted to look at and evaluate, and then obviously after the bowl game, but. Been thinking about it a while with the changes.
There were more changes this offseason than the first two. Is that just a result of the disappointing season, do you think, or is that just things?
I'd be lying if I didn't think that was part of it. But I also would say that when you look at it from a defensive perspective, it was more so trying to get, you know, a little more coaching in the back end because of the spread offenses and what you face. Putting Greg in a position where, you know, you can coordinate from the middle.